Huh?
These are the materials you need to farm for his ascensions. And these are the materials you will need to fully max out Sunday. I am just going to give you some highlights of his kit. Sunday is an imaginary unit following the path of harmony. He can advance his ally and increase their crit rate and damage. These effects will also apply to the ally's summon. These buffs last for 2 turns, and his skill also dispels 1 debuff. His ult basically regenerates energy for the chosen ally and boosts their crit damage. The ally's summon will also benefit from the crit boost. This buff lasts for 3 turns. His technique increases his ally's damage for 2 turns. His traces contain crit damage, effect resistance, and defense percent. Skill level up priority is skill, ult, talent, basic attack. Sunday's best light cone would obviously be his signature light cone. It's a very powerful option as it will regenerate Sunday's energy every time he uses his skill or ult, and it also massively increases the damage output of the main DPS. After the wearer uses their skill or ultimate on one ally character, the wearer regenerates 6 energy, and the ability's target receives 1 stack of him for 2 turns, stacking up to 3 times. Each stack of him increases its holder's damage dealt by 15%. After every 2 instances of skill or ultimate the wearer uses on one ally character, it recovers 1 skill point. An alternative 5-star option would be Sparkle's signature light cone, Earthly Escapade. It increases the wearer's crit damage and also increases the crit rate and crit damage of the team, though the skill point recovery buff doesn't benefit Sunday, as he doesn't recover any skill points. Earthly Escapade increases the wearer's crit damage by 32%. At the start of the battle, the wearer gains Mask, lasting for 3 turns. While the wearer has Mask, the wearer's teammates have their crit rate increased by 10% and their crit damage increased by 28%. For every 1 skill point the wearer recovers, including skill points that exceed the limit, they gain 1 stack of Radiant Flame. When the wearer has 4 stacks of Radiant Flame, all stacks are removed, and they gain Mask, lasting for 4 turns. You can also use Bronya's light cone called But the Battle Isn't Over on Sunday. It increases the energy regeneration rate of the wearer and increases ally damage. This light cone increases the wearer's energy regeneration rate by 10% and regenerates 1 skill point when the wearer uses their ultimate on an ally. This effect can be triggered once after every 2 uses of the wearer's ultimate. When the wearer uses their skill, the next ally taking action, except the wearer, deals 30% more damage for 1 turn. Enough of these 5-star light cones. Now let's talk about the best free-to-play 4-star light cone for Sunday. Past and Future is going to be his best free-to-play option. Multiple copies of this light cone are very helpful for providing more damage to the main damage dealer. When the wearer uses their skill, the next ally taking action, except the wearer, deals 16% increased damage for 1 turn. At S5, this damage bonus increases to 32%. Craving the Moon is another option, or a temporary light cone you can use on Sunday. It provides some random buffs. At the start of the battle, and whenever the wearer's turn begins, one of the following effects is applied randomly. All allies' attack increases by 10%, all allies' crit damage increases by 12%, or all allies' energy regeneration rate increases by 6%. The applied effect cannot be identical to the last effect applied and will replace the previous effect. The applied effect will be removed if the wearer is knocked down. Effects of the same type cannot be stacked. If you don't have this light cone, you can use Dance for the time being. It advances allies. When the wearer uses their ultimate, all allies' actions are advanced forward by 16%, which can increase to 24% at S5. For beginners, meshing cogs can help charge his ult more quickly. After the wearer uses attacks or gets hit, it regenerates 4 energy. This effect cannot be repeatedly triggered in a single turn. At S5, it regenerates 8 energy. For the main stats, you should focus on getting crit damage body, speed boots, HP orb, and energy regeneration rope. For substats, you should focus on getting crit damage, speed, effect resistance, HP, and defense. Now, let's talk about his best relics and ornament options. Relived Ordeal set is the best relic set for Sunday. It provides speed and crit damage. Its 2-piece set increases speed by 6%. Its 4-piece set increases crit damage. When using skill or ultimate on one ally target, it increases the ability target's crit damage by 18%, lasting for 2 turns. This effect can stack up to 2 times. You can use Hackerspace as a temporary set, which is a little more speed-focused. Its 2-piece set increases speed by 6%. Its 4-piece set increases the speed when the wearer uses their ultimate on an ally, granting all allies a 12% speed boost for 1 turn. Broken Keel is the best ornament set for him. It gives effect resistance to himself and crit damage to his allies. Its 2-piece set increases the wearer's effect resistance by 10%. When the wearer's effect resistance is at 30% or higher, all allies' crit damage increases by 10%. Other options include Sunken Seas, which increases Sunday's energy regeneration rate and gives an attack buff to the main damage dealer. Its 2-piece set increases the wearer's energy regeneration rate by 5%. If the wearer is not the first character in the team lineup, it increases the attack of the first character by 12%. Fleet of the Ageless is also a good alternative that will increase Sunday's attack and HP. The 2-piece set increases the wearer's max HP by 12%. When the wearer's speed reaches 120 or higher, all allies' attack increases by 8%. Sunday is the best support for damage dealers with summons, as Sunday gives additional buffs for summons. More summon characters will be released in the future, so Sunday is a great long-term investment, especially for new players. We already have some summon characters in the game that synergize well with Sunday. Aside from summon characters, Sunday also works great in other hyper-carry teams. For example, Imbibitor Lune, Sunday, Sparkle, and Hua Hua make a powerful hyper-carry team. Jing Yuan, Sunday, Sparkle, and Fushuan will also be a good team. Jing Yuan will receive additional buffs from Sunday for his Lightning Lord. Topaz, Sunday, Robin, and Aventurine will make a great follow-up attack team. You can also use Yunli or Fei Xiao in this team. Through these examples, I just wanted to show you that Sunday can be used in most teams as a general support. But don't forget that we need a lot of testing to better understand his synergies, and the devs may make changes to his kit. I am also making a pre-farm guide for Fugue, so stay tuned for that. I'll keep you guys updated in the pinned comment if any changes happen. I hope this video was useful to you. Your support means a lot to this small channel. Peace out.